I think this is just between like Santa Fe and Albuquerque.
Welcome to this video. We're gonna be sharing some tips and then basically go through all the things, all the gear that we had on our trip. First, we're gonna start with like the kitchen stuff. So we bought the JetBoil, Jet Power stuff.
It's just fuel.
It's just fuel. My friend Riley, shout out to Riley, he let us borrow his MSR. I don't know what this is called. Really simple to use, and it saves our asses a few times. So you just screw it on to here, and you get the idea. Look at that. That's crazy.
Jet fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like space goes, this takes no space at all.
So yeah, this thing, it's like a boiler. What do you call it? You bought it.
Yeah, it's a boiler. You can boil water, or I guess people do soup and stuff, like stew in it. It also comes with some cups, so it's also one of those gadgets that are small and, I don't know, useful.
Paper towels.
What's left of paper towels?
Yeah. We had a much bigger cooler than this before we got started. It was very large. But we decided to get a new cooler, and we splurged a little bit and got this Ozark Trail.
Indestructible knockoff Yeti.
Yeti knockoff.
Yeah, Yeti knockoff.
But shout out to Ozark Trail. This is a very nice, I mean, we don't want to, say that they're a knockoff. This is a great cooler. Yeah.
Stuff. But yeah, it was a perfect size. Our other cooler was huge, and it would have taken up way too much space.
We're not doing this in any sort of order, to be honest. I mean, everything's over here. We're just going to bring it up in front of you. We talked about totes a little bit. We had 2 large totes and then 2 small totes, kind of this size, packed away too. Lantern. Year and A, do we use it?
We used it. Some of the campsites are very dark whenever we enter. Zion was pretty populated, but like the site in New Mexico and even the dispersed camping outside of Arches National Park, super dark. And I don't really like wearing headlamps all the time because it gives my head is big, it gives me a headache. This is a fan that you put in your car, and I don't really need a fan when I sleep, but I need white noise, and that's what this provides. It's a great fan, I don't know if it, yeah, my head gets cold. Do you feel something when the fan's on? Light.
And it has a light.
These are some towels that we bought. I don't know what material you call this. It's it feels like microfiber. Whatever it is, it dries very quickly, which is necessary if you're camping, because who wants to pack wet, stinky towels?
Yeah. We pretty much got everything on Amazon.
Shh. We have an REI co-op membership. What are you talking about?
Right. We're co-opers.
We're co-op members.
Yeah. Extra plastic bags.
You think you don't need them, but they come in handy.
Rav Power. This is the power pack that we bought ahead of the road trip. Understanding and knowing that we'll probably have to recharge some things. I'm not completely mad at this thing, but it didn't work as I thought it would. I brought a lot of photography equipment and like video equipment with us. It didn't charge the batteries from the camera. So that was...
Or it couldn't.
It could not. Yeah, it could not.
It's not the capability or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird.
Luckily, we had access to bathrooms the whole trip, which is nice. But we've camped before, and we have not had access to bathrooms, especially at like dispersed campgrounds.
Or the bathrooms are like...
Yeah, or the bathrooms are disgusting. There's like holes in the ground. This is an off-brand Shiwi, also from Amazon, highly rated, and it works pretty well, This goes onto your and you pee, and it shoots out. This is your penis, and it's great.
Yeah. I'm like agreeing with it, like I've used it.
No, I mean, I really like it.
Another small tote that we had in the big totes. Sadly, we did not use any of these fire starters that we got at REI because we're in the co-op. Pure necessity when you're camping.
Yes.
Headlights, you need these. This one has chocolate. Trash bags, you need them.
Bring a lot. Yeah, bring more than you think.
I don't care about continuity. We bought batteries just in case. These things, I think they would have come in handy if we remembered that we had them. It was cold a couple of nights, particularly for you because you had the wrong socks on. You had the Frank Ocean socks on.
Yeah, they're not wool.
Frank Ocean. We're
I
sorry.
know. He's from
Bug spray. We did not use this because it was the desert.
And it was fall.
And it was fall. It was cold, so we had no use of this, which is pretty nice. We brought masks just in case.
Extra
disposable.
masks.
Yeah, extra disposable. This is the Sport Cove. We use this as our tent for our vehicle. It serves for ventilation. Also, if it rains, it keeps the rain out, but also while you're still ventilated. Easy access to the back of the vehicle, which you don't think is easy until you try to get out, and then the alarm goes off because the door is locked, and it's a mess.
I chose to buy a Subaru because you could sleep in the back of one, like the seats fold down, and people have slept in the back of the Subaru. And I bought this tent conscious of the fact that it is kind of like a tight fit. It makes it seem like we're in a tent, even though we're in our car. And I think we didn't choose like tent camping because it is such a setup. Yeah, it just takes so long to set up, and sleeping on the ground isn't always fun. We sleep in our car. We don't have a traditional tent. We have a car tent which attaches to the car, so we sleep in the car because it's a Subaru, and love is what makes a Subaru Subaru. With that though, there's kind of like a hump, and we've evened it out as much as we can with some yoga mat things. But this sleeping pad, which is sort of like an inflatable, semi-inflatable foam mattress, also helps with that. Yes.
These are sleeping bags by...
I think it's Ozark Trail.
If it's gonna be 39 degrees, probably get something that's like 35, around there. Cause it might dip, it might even get lower than that. It got pretty cold. It's hard, but we didn't use this. This is mostly used for if it rained a lot. It actually did not rain whatsoever. More stuff. This is a table. You can kind of see a little bit. Kind of see it just folds out like that. Bow, and you put the legs under it. Really easy to set up.
Compact.
This hammock. We got this hammock from Amazon as well. Jeff Bezos should pay our rent. Packs down.
Looks how small it is.
We used it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not coming from Fayetteville. It's a very stereotypical hammock town. I was never a hammock person. We were never hammock people, but I mean, it's nice to have a hammock. When you're gonna be outside, you might as well have a hammock.
You like get your toes out and you start.
Yeah, this is like your couch. You know, this is your chaise lounge.
Blue, look at the camera. Right there. Blue, look at the camera. Got the lights. Don't look at the light.
Hey, car camping 101. First thing you need is proper ventilation. Sure, you have some of that with the tent, but you could have more of it with these little sunshade thingies.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, so you put them in the back of the windows to the back of your car, and so you can roll down your window and not worry about insects or random people's hands coming in through the car door, which is nice. And then you need a sunshade. This is also essential. I'm not gonna pull it out.
It goes. Boom.
It's big. You know, everyone knows what a sunshade is. It doesn't stick on well, even when I put the, what do you call that? The visors down. It just doesn't really stay. I mean, it kind of does, but it's annoying.
These are our chairs. We like these camping chairs.
These are a hit. All the time people say, those are nice chairs. So we like them because they're very small. They're kind of a pain to set up all the time, but they're small.
This is like the last thing that was in our big tote. This is like an emergency bag my mom and dad gave me whenever I was like, got a car. You need this, Gabriel, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Bungee cords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mostly because of the traumatic raccoon experience. Whenever we go to sleep, we put our food not in our car, because that's dumb. We put it in a tote, and we bungee cord the tote, and we put the tote far away.
First aid kit, we did not use this. We've watched enough Alone, though, to be like, it could come in handy. Like, jumper cables, a pump. Oh, we bought this. Yeah, we didn't use this. It's a strap for your car. In case you... What kind of idiot would get stuck and have to get towed, right? Me. It was me. You know, I stand by this purchase, okay?
Right.
It'll come in handy. This is the Road Atlas, and it is in mint condition. We have not used it at all. Do we really need it? But I know
every camper, every travel camper said that you need this. Maybe it could have helped us. Where's New Mexico? So we were camping somewhere around here. So maybe a road would have been like, oh, this is not a road, and we would have known before we went on it that that's not a road, but we didn't consult the atlas.
If they made a smaller version, I would say
Maybe we
definitely
just-
have it, but I don't know. You should maybe have it, probably.
Yeah, so if you're planning your own road trip, I would say don't let not having the right gear discourage you. You know, buy it as you go along. We used our own plates for the longest time. We used our own utensils for the longest time. Do stuff before it gets cold.
Yeah, because it's gonna be cold. All right, y'all, thanks for coming by. Let us know if there's anything else you want to learn about our experience road tripping. I mean, we're very new at this, but you could probably learn more from us and our difficulties and our successes. That sounded corporate, but let us know in the comments. And thanks for coming by. And Charlie, you're off for the evening. You can go about your day.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
All right. The struggle between barefoot. Oh my god, they are really barefooted.